Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge we have from 1975. James Foxe, Canadian blended whiskey, no age statement, no website listing, introduced by Seagrams, sold to Sazerac 1989. Still produced, not common, but I did buy it in Louisiana at Broadway Liquor on the corner of United States Highway 90, Claiborne Avenue, and Broadway. And it was $8.99 for this liter bottle. $8.99 for the liter bottle. Okay. Never seen it in this parish. Going on. Seagram's VO Gold. VO spelled VO, and then sometimes with a V period, O period. So depends what label additions you have. But anyway, imported, got a real cloth ribbon, imported Seagram's VO Gold, introduced in 1998, aged 8 years. Oh, I forgot to put that on my product description. I'll do that. Aged 8 years. Now, the original VO was introduced in, they say on the bottle, got this whole essay on here. 1911, right. I knew it was 1911. Imported by the VO Company, Norwalk, Connecticut. Signature blend. Not to mention the only blend of VO Gold. Then there's more writing on the back. Arthur Peterson, the master blender and all that. Introduced by Seagram's in 1998. It's aged 8 years and what used, it's probably not newly charred oak barrels, but it's probably used charred oak barrels, old bourbon barrels, but whatever. Aged 8 years, introduced in 1998, discontinued in 2017. Now it's owned by Sazerac. Now you might say, well, how can it be owned by Sazerac today if it was discontinued 3 years ago? Okay. In 2017, they stopped production. Now they had some they just put in the barrel. 8 years. And there was some that was already in the barrel, maybe 7 years. So 2025 will probably be the last of it. So they're just exhausting their supply. I see it at Mathern's, Winn-Dixie over here, not Walmart. I don't guess I'll be going to Walmart anytime soon with their new social distancing bull. They're going to let you in one at a time, escort you in. I'm not going through all that to what, buy lettuce? I'll just wait till the national emergency ends. Probably won't ever end. But anyway, here we are. Welcome. Good morning. Here we are in National Socialist America. Hope you're enjoying it. The Great American Empire, which has been revealed to be nothing more than a stumbling, demented child king. You got fooled. You ever feel as though you've been cheated? There we go, James Foxe. Now these are not, JF. These are not, here comes the Kansas City Southern Railroad. These are not going to taste alike. They're not going to taste alike because James Foxe's Canadian whiskey with natural flavorings is going to taste like all the other Sazerac Canadian whiskeys. All right, so you say, well, wow, you could still do taste challenges and videos. even in socialist Venezuela, communist Cuba, all these other dictatorships, broken down, tumble down countries, you could do things, get liquor and whatever. Here we can still do this. I mean, they'll probably shut it down eventually. They'll shut down the internet because of be like fear mongering, they'll claim, or people spreading misinformation. In other words, unapproved speech. You know what I'm saying? Like, these kind of outfits don't like challenge to their authority when they're in their death throes, what so to speak. But anyway, they're both gold. They're remarkably similar in color. They're just gold. Like, what do you call it? Gold. Nothing qualifying that, like a yellowish gold or a burnished gold or anything like that. Old gold, just gold. Standard. But that's where the comparison's going to end. Okay, I see that. I'm looking at this. I see that YouTube changed their format. It was confusing. Got all these icons I don't get. Like a man running. What is this? Where you can run while you watch it, and a calendar and a thing. I don't know. I gotta look at it. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Or girl, you'll be a woman soon. All right. Yep. Yep. Okay. There you go. There you go. Ha ha. This is the James Fox. And why do we say that? Here on Dawn Busters in National Socialist America, I say it's James Fox because it smells like it, meaning that plum wine, the candy thing, the sherry wine, plum wine, candy thing, flavoring thing, almond extract thing. This whole Sicilian thing that's been going on for 2,000 years. I'll give you everything if you want things. It's fine. I mean, it's just a big nose of pungent grains, distilled grains. What kind of grains? Corn, maize. What else? Some rye. What else? Maybe wheat. In a big combination. We must consider price. We must consider price. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Mother. We must consider price because it was $8.99 for the James Fox. I said Dwyer, and it's $22.99. $22.99 for the VO 750. $8.99 for a liter. $8.99 for a liter. $22.99 for a 750 milliliter bottle. You can buy the big jug bottles of this. I've seen it. But when this is gone, when it dies, he dies, it dies. I'm not getting any more of it. That's it. That's it for the Seagram's VO. But it's been a fun experience. It's very good. It's very nice. All right. Red beans and rice. They're very nice. He'd order twice. All right. What do we get here? Just standard thin. It's like a thin nose, but it's more appropriate. Like you get the grains, and it could be rye. Oh, it is. It is. And then wheat, and then mostly corn. But it's just like very measured, very demure. I've used that term in the past, demure. Age 8 years. Does that always mean anything? Apparently not. I've got the Black Velvet Reserve. It's age 8 years, and to me, it's not good. I don't like it. I mean, it's not good relative to what else I've got. See what I'm saying? The Gibson's Finest Rare. It is rare here. 12 years, and that's all you get from it. I made some enemies, apparently. Not enemies, but people that had an issue with me. They were not happy. They were not pleased because I tried the Gibsons, did it in taste challenges, and I kept talking about how it didn't taste that good to me. And they were like saying, you're stupid and something's wrong with you, because that's the most, everybody in Canada loves Gibson's Gibson's finest rare 12 year. So I'm sorry. I mean, I'm tasting it, right? It's not particularly pleasant. Hey, if Gibson's was pleasant, I'd say it. I have no reason. I have no animosity towards that brand. That's the same people that make Clan McGregor Scotch, and that's a jewel, and that's only aged 3 years. And that's a jewel. Okay, so this is standard. This is a little more funny business. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go with the taste. Swishing around like mouthwash, you know. I mean, yeah, it's got natural flavorings. Like I said, the rum, perhaps, bourbon, perhaps, sherry, perhaps, plum wine, perhaps, white rum, perhaps, or what, anything could be any of these things. The Canadian government is very liberal with that kind of thing. They're not liberal with other things. They'll put you in jail for, or at least theoretically, for saying things they don't like, you know, because they want to keep people free. And that's how you promote civil rights, by shutting people down, man. Got to shut down bad talking, eh? But anyway, but they're liberal about the flavorings, okay? Other things they're not liberal about. I went to Canada many times, and they're so funny, you know, like they're like the East German police, you know. Oh, the lady says to me, and I lied, and I felt bad because I shouldn't have lied. You should tell the truth. I should have said, why do you ask a question like that? They say, that's not a lie. That's just a deception. But back then, I wasn't thinking, you know, wasn't thinking on my feet. She says, when you drive around the States, do you carry a weapon, a gun in your car? And I said, no. But I should have said, do you think I'd bring it here to this dominion? They still searched the car. I said, you didn't. I should have told her, if you find anything, I'll whack it up with you. All right, anyway. But I like that kind of polite sort of like, you know, Schutzstaffel kind of, you know, oh, madame, proceed. It's but a short ride. All right. Well. You get a little honey over here. Does it have honey in it? No, it doesn't. You get wood, a lot of wood, of course. A little, strangely enough, wedding cake icing, you know, the bride's cake, not the groom's cake. I never eat the bride's cake because by the time they cut it, I'm ready to leave out of that place. You know, they go on and drag it out. Every day I don't get a wedding invitation is a day I'm happy, because then you got to go and suffer through it, you know. All right. You say, yeah, but you get to eat all that catered stuff. Yeah. You ever notice it's really not that good, though? The food. I noticed something about that. It's like, I don't know. It's okay. But the suffering ain't worth the minimal payoff. You said, but you get to do the chicken dance. Yeah. And hear all that noise. I don't know. I'm not trying to be a stick in the mud and an old fuddy-duddy. I'm just saying every day that goes by that I don't get a wedding invitation, I'm happy. All right. And now with the National Socialist experience, with American National Socialism, I don't have to worry about going to a wedding. It's verboten. All right. Yeah, you see with these things here, the flavoring type part of it will dissipate if you let them breathe like I'm letting them breathe. You say wrong, wrong. You're just talking about all kind of stuff. You're making all these oblique remarks about current events, and you're using like this backhanded sarcasm to try to express an opinion and propaganda, try to spread your propaganda and all that. Yeah. But beyond that, it does breathe and things do come out. I mean, things come out in the whiskey. Like the more whiskey flavor comes out, and then the flavorings seem to fade. So now with the James Fox, you get the wood, and you just get wood like all those things I described, the plum wine, the sherry, it just kind of like it doesn't. I don't know if it goes away or if just the underbody of the whiskey comes out, the under flavor of the wood and the grains. Because if you want to be honest, and we want to be honest, you should wear a mask. Don't wear a mask. Wear a mask. Don't wear a mask. I don't know. What do you do? I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go. You say, who are you? Who the hell are you? I'm the government. All right. It's fine. I mean, it just tastes like whiskey. You know what I'm saying? Like just regular old whiskey. It's not Tannis fruit. It's just regular old Lipton's tea. You see what I'm saying? It's not exotic. It's just standard, which is good because it's $8.99 for a liter. And when you get down to it, in an ultimate sense, and that's what we do with these taste channels, we look at the ultimate. What ultimately does the thing present? What do you ultimately get from it? And you just get a standard regular old whiskey, and that's fine. Now with the VO Gold, I know it's retaining that. I noticed that it's retaining the honey aspect. It's like honey, 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 like ABBA, in 1974, honey, honey. But it's not. It doesn't seem like a flavoring issue, although it could have flavoring. They don't have to disclose that. They just Sazerac does sometimes just to be nice, I guess. But there's some kind of honey aspect. The wood does sort of fade though. Question of the hour, or the 30 minutes. Does the VO Gold justify the $22.99 a bottle price? And it could be more than that, depending where you go. Winn-Dixie's always sky high with their prices. I don't know what. I guess they like to chase customers away or something. Go away. Our prices are high. Get out. Like Stein's Deli had the sign, be nice and leave. So I would not, in my opinion, I would not pay $22.99 versus $8.99 a liter. I just wouldn't do it. If I was looking to drink Canadian whiskey, I wouldn't do it. You could, I wouldn't. No way. So I think James Fox wins by default, meaning, is it better? Nah, it's not better. It's probably inferior in some ways. I say that, yes, inferior. But I still would pay $8.99 for a liter instead of $22.99 for a regular size bottle. I'm just saying, I'm telling you the way I look at it. In other words, the return doesn't justify the payout. Yeah, the bottle looks nice. You get the actual cloth ribbon. You get the foil top. You get the fun, interesting shape of the bottle. It looks classic. I mean, the presentation. I mean, this would be a good wedding gift. This is nice looking. I mean, what are you going to do? Give James Fox? Don't be that cheap. All right. So here's the reveal. This is the James Fox. If this doesn't say JS, I'm going to really feel foolish. I don't feel foolish right now. But if that thing doesn't say James Fox, I'm going to feel silly. no. Well, I'm going to blame it on stress. It says, it doesn't say James Foxe. This says JF. Golly gee. Am I looking at this right? Yeah. Ooh, that's scary. That is scary. I sat there and did all of this exercise. You say you exercise your mouth. Right. In my mind. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. And I was wrong from the get-go. Well, it strengthens the argument of don't worry about which is which, just shop price on these two. That's for sure. But it undermines any sense that I can know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell those apart. You're so dumb. I would say, you're right. I'm not dumb. Like people say, like dumb. But I can't tell them apart. I'm going to blame it on stress. You say, you mean the events of the day are getting you stressed out and you can't deal with it. And that's why you couldn't tell them apart. Exactly. See, normally I would get them right. No, I'm sure I would. Hey, but that's why I was saying the honey was hanging around. Remember I said earlier in the video, I said, I noticed that the honey flavor is hanging around in the Seagram's VO. It didn't dissipate. Well, because it wasn't the VO. And then remember, I said that the flavoring seemed to dissipate in the James Foxe, and then it tasted like regular old standard whiskey. It wasn't the James Foxe. That's why the flavoring dissipated, because it wasn't even flavored. Well, it could be flavored, but it's the VO. Oh man. Well, I talked about wood. Yeah, you can taste the wood there. Ooh. I talked about the wood on both of them. I guess that's the risk you take when you go live and you don't edit and you lay it out there and you just do a taste challenge. If you're not willing to be wrong on the air or the wire, whatever this is, the cable, then don't do it. Don't do the blind taste test on air live, because you're going to get embarrassed. And I know a lot of other people do beer, wine, and liquor reviews, especially beer. They don't put things to chance. No way, Jack. They'll even taste the beer and drink it and think and take notes on it. Then they'll do a recording of them tasting the beer as though it's the first time. Like, oh, hi, you know, here I am reviewing this whatever beer. But they've already had the beer, which is fine with me. Doesn't make any difference. But in other words, it's very scripted. You know what I'm saying? Very careful. We want to have the best editing in it to be very precise. And usually the person knows what they're talking about. The beer is very good. Most beer is very good, or better. But to do the live thing is a little risky. And I've done it. Have I failed many times? Many times. Many times. Many times. This is not the first, and it surely will not be the last. But I'm a little bit shocked. Actually, I'm quite shocked, because I thought this was going to be just a sure shot, like, you know, the Beastie Boys sure shot. I just thought it was going to be a sure shot because I'm thinking VO Gold. It's a premium whiskey. It's aged 8 years, and all of that. And then you got James Foxe, one of these outlier products, value price type things, and you know, it's just going to be no kind of contest. Well, as it turns out, as you could clearly see, it was a contest. I feel like Apollo Creed in 1975, 76. Oh, 76 bicentennial, right? You think it's just going to be a farce, and then you barely make it. Well, I didn't even make it. I lost. That's it. That's it, but tomorrow, well, for what it's worth, we'll do the doggone James Foxe versus Caliber. Well, that's going to be even tougher because those are like the same whiskey twice. Caliber is for Walmart, although some other places sell it. Iowa Liquor Control Board. Comes in the beautiful plastic bottle or the big jug plastic bottle. Although I have seen Caliber in glass, but not the liquor, not the whiskey, just like their liqueurs, for some reason. But anyway, and then we'll close it out on the Sazerac. Well, I'm talking about the Sazerac with Canadian Crest, which is the Albertsons Jewel-Osco thing. I see that all the time. It's pretty good, actually. The bottle is kind of ugly, but it's a pretty good product. And then we'll go into some other companies. Gibson's Finest, rare, 12-year. Okay, I've said bad things about it, but I'm open-minded. I'm willing to go there again. Heir to the Throne, I've said bad things about it. I'm going to keep saying bad things about it. Black Velvet, I say it's as smooth as sandpaper. The Black Velvet Reserve, also as smooth as sandpaper. Why, by that time, I think I'll have covered all of them. And then it's time for the Johnny Walker Blue label, the Johnny Walker Blue. that thing better be the best whiskey ever for that kind of price. All right, thanks for watching this video production.